Well, hello everybody, and happy Tuesday. It is Tuesday, April 12th, 2022. This is Lisa Freeman from stampingwithlisa.com coming to you live on YouTube. So if it is not 7 o'clock Eastern time where you are, then you're not on the live video. Sorry to say that. I have so many people that always are like, I caught you live, and it'll be like 3 days later. So I hate to tell you, but it's Tuesday the 12th at 7 p.m. Eastern. So if it is not that time for you, then you're not on the live. You're watching the replay, but that is totally fine. The replay is exactly the same. I don't really take anything out, so what you see is what you get. The only thing that I edit sometimes is the very beginning because I never know actually when it starts. So once I hit live, it always takes like 10 or 15 seconds before it actually starts going. So I always have to wait until I think it's going and then say something. So let me see what you guys are seeing, and hopefully I can see some comments and get going. And hopefully tonight we'll have a good video with no stopping and blurring and all that stuff. Hello, everybody. Hey, Debbie. I love your silly face. Hey, Terry. Hey, Carla. Hey, Audrey. Hey, Lynn. Hey, T. Hey, Laura. V's Crafting on the Go. How are you guys all doing? Everybody having a good day? It's rainy in Minnesota. It was pretty gloomy today. It was very warm, though. I worked in the yard most of the day. I was off today. And it was very muggy and hot. And I just came in about an hour ago. And it was like 6 o'clock, and I hadn't eaten anything, so I had to grab something to eat, and I was sweating so bad. And I said, well, I'll see what time it is when I stop sweating. And it was like 6:30, and I didn't have time to take a shower. So I am sitting here smelling myself, and it's pretty bad. So we need to hurry up and get through this video so I can take a shower. Let me see who else just popped on. Let's see. Kai Omega. Hey, how are you? Minda, Mary Jane. Hey, Starla. It's been snowing in Oregon. Holy cow. It's confusing when you see snow knocking off spring blooms on the trees. Oh my gosh. It's supposed to be 85 tomorrow. It was like 79 today. It's supposed to be 85 tomorrow. Wow. Thank you, Cynthia. Hey, Mary Jane. Hey, Beth. How you doing, girl? All right, we have a ton of people on here. Oh, Jude says, how's my knee? Well, I was limping around the yard. It's okay as long as I'm up and walking around, but if I just step funny, it's kind of like I hyperextended it, I guess, where the back of your knee really hurts bad. So when you walk and you kind of like straighten your whole leg out, then it hurts really bad. So I'm trying not to like extend it all the way. But yeah, Debbie from Oregon, crazy in Oregon. You're in Yum. What does that say? G-I-D. Oh, maybe glad I'm in Yuma. Oh, Yuma. I'd like to be in Oregon right now at the Tillamook ice cream factory because I have been on a diet and I haven't had any ice cream in, let me see, like 3 weeks now, and I'm going through withdrawals. So I'm dying for some ice cream. All right, so this is what we're making tonight. It is this adorable Post-it note holder. And you guys saw that I got, well, if you've been watching every single video, you know I got this gift from Sherry Meebauer. I hope I'm not butchering your name. Sherry sent me a whole box full of goodies, and this was one of the things that was in there. And I got so many requests to make this that I said, okay, I'll do it on a video. So hers is a little bit different, and I kind of changed the size of it just slightly. So only like 1/4 of an inch each direction, because hers was, I think 5 3/4. I don't have my ruler right here. It was like 5 3/4 by 4 1/4 this way. And then the piece of paper was 5 1/2 by 4 1/2 to make the little box right here. So I wanted to be able to do it out of a quarter of a sheet of cardstock. So I shrunk it down just a teeny bit. So mine is just 5.5 by 4.25. So it's a quarter of an inch smaller that way. And then the box is a quarter of an inch smaller also. So my Post-it, the Post-it still fit perfectly in here, but hers has room, like if you want to put a whole pen in there or something. Mine has room for a little pencil or something, like one of those golfing pencils you could put in there if you want to. But so mine you can get actually 4 pieces out of a cardstock instead of 2. So I just wanted to make it more economical in case you're a demonstrator and doing it for class, or you're making multiples of these, because these are really good gifts. So this was hers, and this is where I got the idea from, and then I just changed it just slightly for the measurements. So I will give you those in just a second, but I thought this was so cute. And these are just the Dollar Tree Post-it notes. I got like 4, I think there's 4 in a pack for $1, or 3 in a pack, I can't remember. I just had a whole bunch of them. So I had already opened them all up and put them in a Ziploc bag. So I don't remember exactly how many came in a pack, but they're just from the Dollar Tree, or the $1.25 tree now, I guess you would say. So we're using a retiring set and a not retiring set. We've got my favorite of all time, almost, very Versailles. We're using the words from this, which I'm keeping because I love it, and I might still use it sometimes. So hopefully you guys all have it so you can use it. And then I'm also using Flowing Flowers, which I'm pretty sure is staying in the new catalog. I forgot to even check, but I think it is. Does anybody have their new catalog handy? They can look. Yes, Beth, you are making this in class on Thursday. So actually all the projects you're going to make on Thursday I've already done videos for. So no surprises. So turn this off right now so you don't see how to make it. All right, so that's what we're using for stamp sets. So here's what you need, and I'll just leave that there for now. These are the pieces. So to start with, you need any color of cardstock for the back piece, and that is not going to show, so you can just pick whatever color you don't like that you have a lot of. I have no idea what color this is. I think it's an old color like mango or something. I don't even know what it is. But it was in my drawer, just a loose, and I had a bunch of them. So I said, well, I'll just get rid of this color because I never used it. So any color cardstock, and that's a quarter of a sheet of cardstock. And that is, I don't know what color. It's kind of a mango-y color. A piece of Coastal Cabana. This is 5.5 by 4.25, another quarter of a sheet. And I scored it at 2.5 and 3 this way. So I don't know if you can see that. So it's 5.5 this way. I scored it at 2 and 3, and I've actually got a template for you. So I'll show that too. And then I scored it at 1/2 inch on either edge. So 1/2 and 1/2. So this is the template. I'll put that up in a minute. All right, so I don't know why it's not sticking. And then you need a piece of Bermuda Bay, also 5.5 by 4.25. So 3 pieces that are all a quarter of a sheet. And then a piece of white, which is 5.25 by 4. So that's just slightly smaller. Then we've got a magnet for the back, 3 by 4. And Stampin' Up! Used to sell the magnet sheets. I don't think we do anymore, but I just had a whole bunch of them. You can probably get them on Amazon, or I don't even know. But I was looking around for some magnets, and I had a whole bunch of these sheets, and they were from Stampin' Up! So I don't even know how old they are, but that's where I got mine. And they were like 12 inches long and 6 inches wide, so I just cut them down. A piece of Bermuda Bay, 3 by 2.25. A piece of white, 2 3/4 by 2. A little calendar, and I got these calendars from Vippies, which is like hippies with a V on the front. So V like Victor. Vippies, VIPPIES.com is where I got those. But you can, if you look online for like mini calendars or something, I'm sure there's a bunch of different companies that sell them. So, but I usually get mine from Vippies, and we usually go in with a whole bunch of us because they're cheaper if you get them in bulk. All right, and then you need a little piece of Bermuda Bay, 2 3/4 by 3/4, and white 1/2 by 2 1/2. So that's everything you need to make that project. So you can take a screenshot of that. And let me read some comments real quick. Oh, wow, we've got a ton. Oh my gosh, it was hailing with you, Chi Omega. Always here, ready to learn. Yay. Hey, Robin. Let me see. Oh my gosh, Laura found a snake in the yard. Luckily, I haven't seen any snakes. Did you get my address? Oh, Cheryl. I think I sent you an email. Because actually, you did not win the card. It was Cheryl Fagan and not you. So, I think I sent you an email saying that, but it was Cheryl with an S and Fagan with an F. So it was not you, sorry, but hopefully you'll win soon. Debbie can't spell. My favorite ice cream, I have a couple. So my Tillamook favorite ice cream is butter pecan, and it's like kind of like a flavored. I don't even know. It has a little flavor to it. And then I take Ghirardelli caramel sauce and I drizzle that on it. And then I also like the caramel swirl, which is good too. Let's see. Uh-oh. Cheryl says, I'm taking cover in the basement. There's a tornado. Uh-oh. Got your gift. Oh, T, you got my gift. Thank you. I'm so glad you liked it. Yes, it was the napkin card kit. I sent the napkin card kit to everybody who ordered $50 or more last month. And this month's gifts are another card kit, but I haven't had time to get them ready yet. So I will hopefully be doing that in a couple days. I'm off on Thursday. Okay. Did not see it in the index of new catalog. You mean that Flowing Flowers is not in the catalog? Oh no, I am really upset about that. Okay. All right, so let's get started. So we're going to take all these off. And, oh, I wanted to show you the template, and you can take a picture of this too. Let me get all these off. And get all these little Post-its off. I go through a lot of Post-its. I tried to save some just so I could reuse them, but that was too much of a pain to go looking for them all every time I needed one. So I don't do that anymore. All right, so here's the actual one we're making. And then here's the template for it. So let me put it here. So it's 5.5 by 4 1/4. And you're scoring it at 2.5 inches and 3 inches. So if you put it this way, it's 2.5 and 3 inches on your scoring thing. Then you turn it this way and you score it at 1/2 inch from each end. And actually that looks crooked. I think I did this one crooked because that side looks bigger than that side. I think it is. Yeah, let me grab another one. I think I screwed that one up. I did a lot. I screwed up a lot of them. All right, that one looks better. All right, so that's my template. So first thing you're going to do is just fold this on your score lines. And then take your scissors. And on the side, this is the only thing you have to cut, is right here. You're going to cut these sides up to the score line. Then you're just going to cut a little notch out of there. So just kind of cut a little triangle like that. And then you do the same thing on this side. So cut right up to the score line on both edges. And then cut a little notch out. Boom. Okay, so there we go. So that's our template right there. All right, so that's how we're gonna make our box. And I'm not gonna put it together yet though. We're gonna do some stamping first. So we need the white pieces to stamp on, and I'm gonna grab a scrap piece of paper. So we're gonna do, let's do the little one first. And that's gonna be with Coastal Cabana. So I can't believe this stamp set is not going to be in the catalog. I didn't even look that close, but I just assumed it would be because it's so pretty. It's one of my favorites. All right, so for the little one, we're using this big flower. So we're going to ink it up and stamp it a couple times. And just get the whole thing covered. So that's our little piece. And then we're going to do our big piece with a different flower. And, where did it go? Oh, here it is. Right in front of me. But we're going to do the words first. So we're going to use some gray granite. And this is the words from Versailles. So sorry, I guess everything we're using is retiring today. I was hoping that that wouldn't be retiring. I want to stamp off because I don't want it super dark. And then just stamp it right there. Right there. Ink it up again. And let's do it over here. And over here. There we go. All right, so we got our words on the background. Now the middle part right here is not going to show anyway, so you don't have to worry too much about that. All right, this one right here I think is from, I want to say Tasteful Textures, maybe. I'm not positive. It was sitting on my table and I said, oh, that would look good on there. So I'm sure it's another retiring stamp set though. So we're just going to put this on here as a background. You won't notice it too much, but I just think it looks pretty cool. All right, that's also in gray granite. So we're done with that color. And then we're gonna go to our flower. Now I did surgery on my flower, so it was the leaves in there, right there, and I cut them out. So if you go back a couple months when this first came out, you can see exactly how I did it. It's not hard. I like to do surgery on a lot of my stamps and make them work better because I like 2 different colors on this. I think it looks better than trying to just use a marker or something like that. So I'm just going to take this and stamp it on here a couple times. So we'll do one like right there. And we'll turn it around this way. And then we'll just do some down the edges because this part right here won't show. So I just am going to do the edges in that. So I have a little bit on either side. All right, so all that is Coastal Cabana. And then we're going to use our Bermuda Bay for the words. This is the hardest part, is getting these words on here because they're not see-through. So let me see if I can do it without looking right on top of it. So this is Bermuda Bay. I'm going to try and get this straight without getting my head right in the camera. I don't know if I can because it's hard to stamp if you're not right on top of it. But I'm going to try. If I can't, I should have had a... Oh, look, I got it almost perfect. Very good. Okay. That's how you do it, girls. All right, so that was Bermuda Bay. That's the only thing we need that one for. And then we're going to do our leaves in Granny Apple green. I don't need that anymore. So I'm just going to stamp my leaves right in here where there's an opening. So there's an opening right here. So I'll put them right there. And then there's an opening right here. Then I'm just going to kind of stick some in on the edges a little bit. Maybe right there. And right there. All right, so we got a couple leaves in here like that. So we're done with that one. All right, then we're going to take some yellow, and I just wanted to tie in my Post-it note color because that is yellow. And you can use any color Post-it note you want. I had yellow ones, so I wanted to tie in the yellow color of that. So I've got So Saffron, and I'm just going to sponge a little bit of the yellow on here just to match my Post-its a little bit. And I'm not doing the whole thing. I'm just getting some like around the flowers and trying not to get it on the flowers too much. And I'm also going to do it on that little front piece too. All right, so we've got a little bit of the yellow going. And then also on this piece right here, uh-oh, thought I dropped my words in the yellow too. So just get a little bit of yellow on this one. Oh, and if you ordered from me in the last like year, I have mailed a catalog to you. Unless you're local, then you can just pick one up. But once a year, Stampin' Up! Lets us mail the catalog straight from there to customers, and it's way, way, way cheaper because it's only $4.50 to do each one instead of like $9 for postage now. Because if you just do a flat rate envelope, it's like $8.75 to mail one catalog. So if you ordered from me before March 31st, then you should be getting one in the mail pretty much any day now. And if you ordered after that, or if you just like are watching and said, hey, can I get a catalog? I'm not mailing catalogs out like other than the ones that Stampin' Up! is sending for me that I paid for, because the shipping is too much. So what I'm doing, this is a new thing, you can order a catalog yourself. So when you place your first order from me, if you don't already have a catalog, if you're not already one of my customers, and if you're just placing your first order with me, this is what you're going to do. So place whatever you want, go online and look at the website. The catalog number is right on the back, and it's right here. This is the current catalog, so the new catalog will have a new number. But so don't order this one, but when the new one starts, it'll be on there. All you have to do is type in the search bar catalog, and the number will pop up. But it's on the back. It's only $4 for a catalog to be shipped to you. So you can just add it to your order. It's $4. And what I will do is send you a gift worth more than that to cover the cost of you buying the catalog. So I think that's a whole lot better, because last year I mailed out at least a couple dozen catalogs to people at almost $9 a pop, plus the cost of the catalog. And I got maybe 2 orders from those people. So that was a lot of money that I got nothing back. So I'm not doing that anymore. So I hope you understand. So if you want a catalog, just do it that way, and I will give you a gift to cover the price of it. So, all right, this is our back piece. So we're going to glue these two together. But if you were already ordered, don't worry, yours should be on the way. And I've already sent them to you, straight from Stampin' Up. All right, I cut this like a sliver off, but that's okay. As long as that orange doesn't show. We just don't want it. The only reason I did this was to make it thicker so it was not flimsy. I just have a teeny bit of this orange showing, so let me cut it off. I glued it a little crooked. Okay. All right, so that's our back piece. And then we're going to put this on the front of that. And that goes on the top. And then we're going to put our box together. And actually you can put your magnet on the back of that too. So the magnet goes right on the back. Make sure that's the top. Yep. So just put it wherever you want. I just kind of centered it near the top. So that's our magnet, so it can stick right on the refrigerator. All right, then we're going to put these two together. So this goes on here. Oh, also, just a side note, I went back to Home Depot like 3 more times since the last video. And I went inside and I talked to the manager about the older gentleman, because I felt really bad that, you know, he was out there working hard, and he should not have been out there, because I think he's a little bit too old to be lifting bags of mulch all day. And I told the manager about the other 2 kids that were out there. So since I've been back a few more times, there has been a young person out there working every single time, so that's good. So I think my older gentleman is probably inside doing something more suited for him. because that is hard work for anybody, but somebody who's like 80 years old should not be out there doing the mulch all day. All right, so now we're gonna put the box together. So this is gonna go on the front, so I'm gonna go ahead and glue that down because that'll be easier to do before we put it together. So this is gonna go right on the front. And then the calendar that I got from Vippies, I'm gonna put that on the side. Now they come in all different sizes. This is the really small one. I had a medium one, but it was actually like the same size as this, and I didn't want to cover that up, so that's why I used the small one. All right, so that's good. And then I've got a bunch of pearls. So the pearls, what I did was I took a marker. So this is light Bermuda Bay, and I took it and colored the pearls. So you can just color them. This is not a marker. I mean, it's a Stampin' Blend, sorry. It's alcohol based. So this is like permanent ink, and you can just color these all day long and they will stay. They don't come off. It's permanent ink. So then, oh my gosh, I don't know what I did with my Take Your Pick tool that was in here, but it's gone. I think it must be on my stamping table. So you're going to use your Take Your Pick tool because scissors are harder to use. And we're going to put 3 pearls on here. And just kind of stagger them about maybe 1/4 of an inch in between. Try to get them straight. Mine's pretty straight. All right, so there we go. And then we're going to put that on with some tape. So I've got some tear tape. This is left over from my magnet board calendar thing. So I want this piece to have the tape on it, the back. So, oops. So we're gonna put some tear tape there, some tear tape here. And then I'm just gonna put a teeny bit of tape on this little piece right here. Okay. So we've got it all ready to go. So then what you do is you put these 2 up like that. And then this one has the tape on it. So that goes next. And just peel that off. So that piece is going to go up. And then you just pull this over to match. Stick your finger inside of there and smooth it out. Same thing over here. So you put your little flap up, and then the piece with the tape goes next. So we're going to do that, and close it. And those should line up pretty good. All right, so now we've got our little box that our Post-its go in. I don't know what I did with my Post-its. Oh, here we go. I forgot about that. You need a pack of Post-it notes. All right, so then we're going to glue this down to our front. So I'm going to put some glue on the back. And you could use tear tape too if you want it. Anything will work that's going to hold it pretty good. All right, and then make sure you get this centered on the bottom. And just hold it for a minute. Like that. And I'm going to read comments real quick. Let me see. Oh my gosh. You go, girl. I am so bummed. Okay, so Flowing Flowers is in the mini, so it's good till the end of next month. Well, that's good, but I'm still upset it's not in the catalog. Darn it. Terry, you cut yours apart too. Hey, Donna. Could you use the A Day to Remember stamp set to make your own calendar? You could, but I bought that, and I tell you what, that's a lot of work. It took me a while to figure it out. Kathy, you made a bunch of these last month. Well, that's good. Did you make them for gifts? Linda, you got to go eat dinner. All right, we'll see you later. Come on back later. All right, so then my Just a Note is going to go on with dimensionals. So we're going to put like 3 of these on here. And I don't have any funny stories for you guys today. I gotta write down everything or I forget. I had a class this morning. That was a lot of fun. I had a fun group of ladies. I'm gonna put that a little bit higher. All right, just center your just a note near the top, and then we're gonna put a couple more pearls on the top of this. So I'm gonna use the little ones, and if you have a take your pick tool, use that. I'm just gonna put a couple right here. Oops. And then we're gonna do our ribbon. Ah. Okay, so there we go. So we've got 2 little pearls right there. And then, I probably should have put that on the front because I had more room over here this time. On this one, I had more room at the back, so I put it on the back. All right, so now we got ribbon. I've got linen thread. So what I do, just to measure out how much you need, I kind of make a little pretend bow. So there's my little bow with some tail. That kind of sounded bad, didn't it? All right, so I need about that much. So I'm going to double it because I want to make a double bow. And my ladies had me make their bows today. Well, not this one, but we made another project. So we made 3 projects today. And everybody loved them. They were cute. Well, actually, I have videos for all of them. So if you missed my last few videos, we did those projects. We did the whitewash card. And we did this project. And we did a napkin card. So that's what they made in class today. So I've got another group of ladies coming on Thursday. And they're going to make the same thing. And if you're local, you're welcome to come to any of my classes anytime you like. Just let me know and I'll put you on my email list. And I send out ideas once a week, usually. All right, so we've got our little bow with our linen thread. Trim that up a little bit. And we're going to put that on with a glue dot. And just stick it on there. And put that right on top of your pearls. So now you've got a cute little bow on top of that. Somebody put their bow up here today. That was also cute. And then our Post-its go in here in our little holder. And then if you want to, you could actually spritz it with some shimmer paint. Ta-da! Oops, I got the calendar wet. Probably should have done that before I put the calendar on there. So April will be sparkly. All right, so there you go. If you, oh, we forgot our bee. Sorry. If I don't know if these bees are still around, but I love these little bumblebees. So we're gonna put that on with a glue dot. And oops. And stick that like right here. So there's our little bee. All right, so now we're done. So if you like the video, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff. I am going to turn it on private just for about 15 minutes while I edit the beginning of it real quick and add a little bit of tags and all that junk on there. It won't let me do it while people are watching. So I have to turn it private for just a few minutes and then I'll turn it back on. So don't leave a comment until after I do that. Let me read some comments. What did you do in class? Oh, I just told you. I wish we were closer. Me too. Debbie, I wish you would come visit and then we could all have a class. Nicole. Oh, Nicole is talking to Sherry. She says, lovely color combination for your project. Too cute. Yep, Terry, come on a vacation to Virginia and you can come take a class. Shimmer paint lasts forever. I've been using this same bottle for years. I just refill it. When it starts getting low, I just pour some more in there. So I think it lasts forever. It doesn't ever come off of here, I don't think. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for joining me tonight. And I will be back on Thursday night for another video, probably something new out of the new catalog. So I have to come up with that. I haven't done it yet. Oh, hey, Sherry, you're watching. Thank you. The pen I gave you goes in the box. Oh, the pen is in the box still, I think. Yep. Yeah, I made yours a little bit smaller. So this is the one like yours. But I just made it a teeny bit smaller so that you can use 1/4 of a sheet of cardstock instead of the 5 3/4 by 4 1/4. So I just made it a little bit shorter. And then I made the box just a teeny bit less wide. So that was yours. So this was the original idea from Sherry. And then this is mine. So hope you like it. And thank you so much, Sherry, for the idea. Everybody asked about it and wanted me to make it, so that's why we did it today. And I'll have something new for you next time. Thanks for joining me. Y'all have a great week. And don't forget, like, subscribe, comment. If you want to order, just go right here. And I've got another card kit for you this month if your order is over $50. And I will get them out as soon as I can. Just got to have a day off to get them all together. So, all right. Have a great day. Bye-bye.